Hey guys, it's Tita Barbara here, and I'm back again for another video. I know I've been gone for a little while, but I'm back. All right, so let's talk about free agency and what's been happening so far. Well, as far as free agency, everybody know we haven't signed Paul George, which I stated that in one of my other videos regarding Julius Randle. It's really not a big deal if we don't sign him because we still have Julius Randle out there as a possibility. And I would love, anyways, if we would sign Julius Randle back because of the fact he's already played with us. He's a homegrown product, and his stats are very good in this league right now. If you compare his stats to Paul George's stats, there he's right up there with him. So that's not really a big blow. A lot of people probably are feeling hurt because he didn't sign with us, but think it's for a good thing anyways, good reason anyways, because we have another player that's out there that's more versatile anyways. So let's move on to Julius Randle. I hope we can sign him back to this year coming up. I know there's a lot of teams going after him, but I hope we can sign him back. And now it's looking like a really good possibility that we are going to sign him. I just hope that we actually do sign him. All right. As far as the draft goes, I love the players that we drafted. Specifically Mo and Freee, Mikhailuk. We addressed a very big issue that we had this off season. I mean last season and this season coming up, which is shooting. And the fact that we drafted a guard that can shoot the ball exceptional, and we have a center / power forward that's versatile. That can also shoot the ball is very, very good. I can't wait to see what they actually do in Summer League. I'll probably be making a breakdown of how they actually do after I see them in Summer League. But as of right now, I'm really excited about these two guys that we actually have. There are more guys in this coming up in this free agency class that we haven't signed yet, be it LeBron James. But I feel like even if we don't sign any big name free agent, this is still going to be a successful season as long as we get players that can contribute in areas that we're deficient in right now, which is a backup point guard for Lonzo and of stretch five, a defensive center that can be very good in the paint and be a defensive presence in the paint. That's something that we missed last season, and that's something we really do need this coming season here. So if we can address those, be it just any free agent that are available and free agent that bring those skills to us, that to the Lakers, that will be a successful season for us, just because we still have guys that are developing, and we know that those guys are going to make a very big leap in this year coming up. These are guys that they have very high IQ, and these are guys that are hungry. So we all know they've been putting in the work. Josh Hart, Lonzo, Kyle Kuzma, all these guys have been putting in the work this season and this off season, and I think we're going to be pretty decent coming next season, even if we don't sign any big name free agents. So let's move on to a very big surprise for us, though, is the fact that between Zubats and Thomas Bryant, the Lakers decided to waive Thomas Bryant. And I just feel like that's due to the fact that Thomas Bryant and Mo Wagner is actually pretty similar. Thomas Bryant, I like him because in the G League, he proved that he could shoot the three. But I feel like why he was so expendable is the fact that now we drafted someone else in Mo that can shoot the three, and he could take up that spot. Zoo, I feel like he just had the upper hand because he's been with us for a year longer, and the fact that he has more of a bigger body, he does sets better screen, and he does roll very effectively. He's still pretty slow in switching on to guards or switching on to other players, but he's gotten very good at those things. If you guys want to go back and listen to one of the videos that I made on Zoom, you can see my points in there. There's a lot of places that he needs to still develop in, but I feel like he's proven enough for us to still give him one more shot at it. And it looks like we are going to guarantee his contract for the next upcoming season. So I want to see if he does have a big role in coming up next season. If we're not able to sign a big name free agent or a guy that will take up most of the minutes, I I believe he will get some more minutes. And he has proven at the end of last season when Luke Walton put him in, and when Luke was asked about him, Luke said that he's proven and that he's put in the work and that he trusts him on the floor. And that's a lot coming from your coach for a second-year player going into his third year. So I believe that Zoo will be okay. So a lot of people think he's slow, but he has worked so hard on being more faster, being more agile, being able to switch, being able to switch position faster than he was, and being able to run up and down the floor even faster and more effective, running the middle lane more effective. So I'm pretty excited to see how he actually does. He does have a very unique skill set for a big guy too, for a center. And since we're going to a small line switch everything type of offense, I'm very excited to see how Zoo actually transition and able to fit into Luke Walton's system. So let's talk about it. If us not signing someone this off season, will that affect us? Would that look bad on the franchise, or will that how would that help us validate Magic and Rob? Well, I don't believe it's going to be that bad. Like I've stated before, it's not a bad offseason, or it's not the end of the world if we don't sign someone. And I don't believe it would deter other free agents, or that it will be a bad sign for Magic and Rob. We all knew coming into this that this is not going to be a one-season turnaround. We're not going to hit a home run right away. This is going to be a process. And so far, validating Magic and Rob, they've put pieces together and pieces in place for us, for our roster to improve. They've brought in key pieces. So when it does come down to it, or when we do really need to sign someone, all we'll need then is just that one person or that one key piece to push us over the edge. So I don't believe this will be a bad offseason. And we all know we have next year offseason for another whole other free agency class with very good guys too, and might be guys that could fit our roster better than the guys that are in this free agency class this year. So I don't believe it'll look bad on us or on our franchise. We know we got to build back to where we want to be at. And as far as trades and as far as like Kawhi is concerned, I don't believe in trading away none of our key pieces right now to get a guy like that, because that will just gut what we're trying to build. We're not trying to build just to get rid of what we're building. We're trying to build and add to that. So keeping the guys that we have will be in our best interest, and potentially eventually adding other guys that need to be there in key times and key moments that they need. We're going to need them. As of right now, our guys are still developing, so we don't necessarily need them right now. Yes, we want to have a better record, and yes, we want to push forward into the playoffs, but that does not mean, or that doesn't necessarily mean we put all our eggs in one basket like Magic stated and get rid of all the guys. Then what we're going to be left with, just a couple of stars that might still not push us to where we want to be at. Remember, all these guys on our team are very young. They're 20, 19, 20, 21-year-olds. Julius Randle be, 23 going on 24, the oldest. So we just got to be patient, got to give it a little bit more time. And us Laker fans, we know we've been staying patient. We saw how we stayed patient with Julius Randle, and look what he did this season. So let's just give that benefit of the doubt to our other guys that are on this team, and let's see how they show up next season. We have very high IQ guys on this team, and we added other pieces that have potential high IQ. So let's just be patient and see how it plays out. Alrighty, again, it's Tia the Barber. I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave in the comments in below of what you guys think of the roster, think of the players, and think about who we need to add. I'll catch you guys next time on the next video. Have a good day. Peace.